This is the greatest battle ever fought by the legendary Alexander the Great on the plains near modern-day Mosul in Iraq. The battle to capture the city of Gaugamela. Known for his ingenuity, Alexander's reconnaissance was always superior than his enemy. He spent days studying the battlefield and the enemy's formation. The Persian army was commanded by the Persian king Darius III. In 331 BC, Alexander the Great and his army of 30,000 men marched into the royal Persian city of Gaugamela. His men exhausted a decade of constant campaigning, but they had to press on because behind them, the Persian king Darius and his massive army of 200,000 men were marching to intercept them before they could sack the city. The two armies met in the plains outside the city walls and prepared for battle. Alexander's men were exhausted, but they were also battle-hardened. Darius's army, on the other hand, was huge, but they were raw recruits with no real military training. Alexander knew he couldn't win a battle of attrition, so he had to come up with a way to defeat the Persians quickly. He decided to use a trick he had learned from his father, King Philip, who had taught him how to use a phalanx formation to great effect. The phalanx was a tight formation of spearmen that was nearly impenetrable. As the two armies clashed, Alexander's men held their ground, and the Persian ranks began to falter. Darius, seeing that his army was about to break, fled the battlefield, taking his elite guard with him. This was a huge mistake. As soon as Darius was out of sight, Alexander's men broke through the Persian lines and pursued the fleeing king. The battle was over in less than an hour, and the Persians had lost more than half of their army. Darius and his elite guard made it all the way back to the city of Susa, where they surrendered to Alexander. With the capture of Sus, Alexander had defeated the Persian Empire and won the greatest victory of his life. The Battle of Gaugamela was a turning point in history. It marked the end of the Achaemenid Empire and the beginning of the Hellenistic period. It also showed the world that a small, well-trained army could defeat a much larger, poorly trained army. Alexander's victory at Gaugamela paved the way for him to conquer the rest of the Persian Empire and change the course of history forever. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more epic stories.